so far on the sloth. His body is basically wrapped. I got his claws wrapped. I'm gonna fine tune all the fly hairs. And I kind of made him, I did not make him like a regular sloth. The pattern that I'm creating on him is from the sloth in the Cincinnati Zoo called Lightning. And Lightning had a stillborn baby a couple years ago, and she is actually pregnant with a baby. Now, whether or not she's had this baby yet, I don't know. But this is kind of in honor of her, and she's actually a real beautiful sloth. And sloths are kind of like my second spirit animal besides squirrels. Squirrels isn't my first one, but you know, I got a thing for sloths. And so I'm gonna go ahead and this is the belly right here. And the tutorial that I took, it was half the size of this. The legs were like thinner and the body was like thinner, but I thought it was too thin, so I made this just a little bit thicker and a little bit fatter. And so I'm just going to add the head now, and this is the belly. Actually, I'm going to add the head on this side, but I'm going to add the head and then cover it with fur, and then I'll be done with her. And then this is going to hang up. This is made out of wire, and so I could bend the little claws like that. And after, when I get done, and each one has like 3 little claws, and I can, and then it's going to hang from one of my plants. And depending on how it comes out, I may put it up for auction. And if I put it up for auction, the starting price will be $50 starting price. But if I do that, we will see. So it's taken a lot of time. This was a one-day tutorial, but it's turned into over a week for me, just because I decided to because I wanted to make this bigger. The one that it was in the tutorial was the size of my hand, and as you see, this is like it's way thicker than my hand. It's almost the size of my hand, actually. So it tells you how thick it is, how long it is, and so it's actually double the size of this. So I haven't decided if I'm going to put it on auction or if I'm going to keep this. I don't know yet, but I just may, depending on how things go. Otherwise, I just might make a second one, but I'm confident now that on this one I decided to do because of the fur technique. Because the dog that I'm making, the first tutorial that I did with the newborn kitten, I learned how to manipulate clay to make it look like noses and mouths, and I learned how to do certain shapes, and how to create certain techniques for felting. This tutorial, I'm learning how to use armature, and that is what my dog is. And right now my dog is looking like a elephant, so I'm gonna totally redo it. But I've learned how to do the technique differently, and I'm also learning how to do the hair technique. And so when I was doing the hair technique the first time on the dog, it just did not come out right at all. But with this tutorial, I'm learning blending techniques and different other techniques with a tutorial. And so I think that with this, after this, I'm actually gonna tackle the dog again. But for now, this is the start of the sloth tattoo. It's a tattoo now. The start of my sloth. It's armature, and we'll see how the rest of this comes out. But so far, I'm really happy with it. And started making it my own by making it just bigger and making them fatter. So, and then I thought Lightning, the Cincinnati sloth, I just loved her coloring. I think she's absolutely beautiful, and I just wanted to, and so I had inspiration from her photos to kind of recreate her. So we'll see how it goes, and we'll catch y'all when we do the head.